Yo guys, what is up? Plus here, and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, I got the story for you guys about the time that I tripped on about 6 grams of shrooms. So I'm just finna hop right on into this bitch. So, I was at Costco with my mom, or maybe, I don't fucking know if it was Costco or where it was. Maybe it was like Target or something, but I got a new bed, I got like a new mattress and a new frame for it, and after that, she was like driving home and I was like, can you drop me off at the park? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. So she drops me off and I hit up this dude and I'm like, yo, I need a 60 sack of shrooms. And he was like, alright, bet. So he comes through and I'm chilling with my girlfriend and my other friend, and I eat just like the whole entire fucking bag, and except for like a few little scraps, like the bag was basically just dirt and like stems and hair and I didn't want to eat it, so I gave it to my friend. So I mean, I definitely ate like 5 grams of shrooms at least. So I'm chilling with my friends at this middle school skating, and like during this time it totally slipped my mind that I ate shrooms. So I'm like, alright bruh, I'm finna go back to my house and help my mom set up my bed. And he's like, alright, peace out. And I'm like, deuces fam. So I start walking home, and I noticed like this gravel on the side of the road, and it's just moving like everywhere all crazy, and it looked like bugs, and like I said, it totally slipped my mind that I had eaten shrooms. So I was like staring at this gravel and I'm thinking, what the fuck kind of bugs are those? Like, why do they look like rocks? And it took me like 2 minutes of just spacing out, staring at this gravel, to realize that I was just tripping. And I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty fucking dank. So I get back to my house and I'm like sitting in the living room, and I call my mom because she's not home yet, and I'm like, hey, I'm home, I'm ready to fucking set this shit up when you get back. And she's like, alright, cool, blah blah fucking blah. And then I'm like, alright, peace out, hang up, and call my girlfriend. And I'm like staring at my hardwood floors, and each individual plank in the floor looked like a separate tree, like turning towards me, and they looked like they had like totem pole faces on them. And I was just tripping fucking sack, bro, just tripping total sack. And I remember like staring at this wall, and I don't know why, but it reminded me of the White House. Like I really don't know why, because it looks nothing like the fucking White House, and how the fuck would I know what the fuck the inside of the White House looks like? So I'm just like sitting there thinking about the White House, and I close my eyes and imagine like my wall, and there's just like a mural of Obama and a mural of Trump painted on it, and I'm like, dude, I was fucking tripping so hard. And then I stared at the grass in my backyard, and it looked fucking insane, dude. Like, it just looked like there were a ton of patterns in it, and like it was swimming all around. And then I was like spacing out hardcore looking at it, and this has actually happened before in a lot of other trips. It's a pretty common visual that I get when I'm looking at grass, but the grass looked like perfect crops planted in rows, like in Minecraft or something. And I was just like spaced out staring at this fucking grass. So then my mom comes home and she's like, alright, let's set up this bed. So we fucking get into my room, whip out the fucking frame and the instructions, and we're like trying to read the instructions, and I'm like, Mom, this literally does not make sense. Like, nothing about this fucking makes sense at all. Like, it literally is like a foreign language to me, bro. I do not understand these instructions. And she's like, what's wrong with you? Why is it so hard for you to understand? And I was like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. And then she looks me dead in the eyes and she's like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck did you take? And I'm like, what? And she's like, your eyes are black, like literally black. And I'm like, no, Mom, I just smoked some weed, I'm fine. And she's like, okay, whatever. But she was like really fucking suspicious the whole time. But she didn't even ask me, like, did you eat acid or shrooms or something? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? So I go and look in the mirror, and my eyes are like literally, okay, it looked like my eye was completely black, and then around it, like as thin as a pencil, there was like blue just outlining it. And I remember just being like, oh my god, I cannot fucking believe she doesn't know. Like, I look like I'm fucking possessed right now, bro. So then this is where the trip took kind of a shitty turn, okay? I mean, I didn't like start having a bad trip, but let me tell you, it was pretty motherfucking close, boy. So I was sitting outside and I was just thinking for some reason about how, like, when you die, you're dead forever. And like, I couldn't wrap my head around forever. Like, I just couldn't fucking comprehend what the fuck forever is like. And I was just mind fucking myself, dude. And it was pretty bad, honestly. But then after that, you know, I just had the usual visuals that you get when you're tripping on 5 grams of shrooms, or 6 grams, probably closer to that. So then, you know, the trip pretty much ended up dying down like a few hours after that, literally, dude. I mean, this was like over the course of 2 hours, so it was definitely like I was almost basically sober within like 3 or 4 hours, because shrooms do not last that long, and that's the shitty thing about shrooms. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you don't fucking get inspired to go out and do some shrooms, because you gotta do your own fucking research and be safe and not be a fucking retard about that shit. So if you want to see some more trip stories, leave me a comment and let me know. Drop a fucking like on this video. Drop a subscribe. This has been Plus. Peace the frick out.